you guys have to do this week. All right, if you click on week 1, it's going to take you to the page where you will find all of the stuff that you need to finish your work for this week. Now I've got this set up so that it's showing the student view, so hopefully what you see in this video is at least somewhat similar to what you see when you are looking at the website yourself. Much of the time I will lay out for you exactly what it is that you need to be doing, and I'll use these different categories to, kind of cover everything that you need to do. So these are your readings. Of course, it goes without saying that, but I'm going to say it anyway, anything that's on this week, you need to look at. You need to review it, even if you're not entirely sure that it's covered in a quiz, or let's say it doesn't have an assignment associated with it. You still want to read it because there's a final exam that covers everything that we talked about throughout the entire 8 weeks. Anything that we talk about is fair game in that final exam. And there's a test after your first essay. So anything that is within the website that's on our LMS can show up for you in your attendance quizzes, in your tests, and in your final exam. And honestly, there's nothing that I post on our website, nothing that I assign to you that doesn't have some purpose as it's associated with what it is that you're working on, the bigger essay that you're focused on. So here are the things you need to be thinking about for this week. Now your first journal entry is right here, and you click on that and it's going to take you to the prompt, the due date. It'll give you all the information that you need related to the assignment itself, and it's going to give you the criteria for the grade. Did you write the 200 words? Yes, there's 50 points. Were you thoughtful and careful? There's 50 points. So you'll want to add your submission, and if you write it in Word, that's fine. Just block copy it and throw it in this box here, and then save your changes, and boom, you're done. So that's the way that the journals work. If you want to ask me questions about any of this stuff, please email me. There's a couple of documents here. One of them has to do with subject-verb agreement. As you can see, there's not an assignment associated with it. It's just the document, and it's intended to help you understand subject-verb agreement, because frequently students kind of blow that when it comes to their essays and their writing. That's one of the things that kind of gets flubbed. Here's your narrative essay assignment, your first essay, and we're going to talk about that now. All right, so for this writing assignment, you will write an essay about an incident or an experience in your life that has been meaningful to you. You want to choose a very specific place or time that will help you write the essay. Develop the essay with details that will demonstrate the significance of your experience. Remember that part of the assignment, because we're going to get back to that. You want to write 2 to 4 pages. It needs to be in the correct style. You're going to do all of these things to prepare the essay. There's a rubric that's attached to this assignment. When you submit the essay, you'll see the rubric. You can go there and look at it in the assignment area as well. And I will go over what a good narrative essay sounds like and what a less good narrative essay sounds like. This also has some suggestions. Perhaps if you get stuck and you can't come up with any good prompts, or what you think of as a good prompt, here are some things that you might choose, if that triggers something for you. I have a specific brainstorming exercise that you can do as well, which we'll go over in the next video. But this is the assignment sheet. This is the rubric. It's also in the assignment area, which is next week, if you want to look at the rubric, you can hop over here and see in final draft. You can click on that, and this is something you should do every single time. Every time you've got an assignment for anyone, look at the rubric and see how it's going to be graded. So you can see what's the most important and what's less important. These bottom two things are not anywhere near as important as content, organization, and vocabulary. Those are the big things that I'll be looking at. So always check out the rubric before you turn in an essay, and use it as an opportunity for like a checklist. So let's go back to week 1. All right, so we've covered those things. Here's a forum that if you have questions or comments or whatnot, post it here. And also, it's not for a grade, obviously, but it is an opportunity for you to, give some information to people who might be looking for some help, just as much as it is the opportunity for you to ask for help. So if you see somebody asking a question that you know the answer to, jump in there and provide that help. There's a video here for you to view that has to do with pre-writing strategies. And there's, conveniently enough, an A range paper. This paper is one that I received in a class and it earned an A. And this is a paper from some time ago where the gentleman did not do so well. I give you a review video for each one of these essays. So if you're interested in seeing what it is that I consider an A range paper and why, view those videos, because this explains why that paper is an F, and this explains why this paper is an A. So if you really want to get a good grade, you want to make sure you know those things. This PDF and this video both deal with introductory paragraphs, which those are super important for obvious reasons. If you start out your essay and you bore the pants off of your readers, you're not going to really do a great job of getting them to stick around and read the rest of it. So you want to get them interested early. Here is a PDF for you to read. This is another one of those files that's referenced way up here at the top, the readings. That's a PDF that's not part of your textbook. It is a part of a textbook, but it is not your assigned textbook. But I find that it's so helpful that I wanted to use it here. So when you sit down to do your readings, you want to look here, chapter 37. Okay, so that means I need to go over here to the textbook. All right, chapter 37. I'm going to click on textbook. I'm going to click this. I'm going to open it in yet another window. Goodness, I've got a lot of stuff going on up there. I'm going to click that. Click here. Now, where do I find chapter 37? None of this has any numbers other than Roman numerals. What am I supposed to do? Oh no, I should probably find chapter 37. All about verbs, tenses, mood, and subject-verb tenses, subject-verb agreement. So that's how you read your assignments. Let's see. So you've got chapter 37, you've got chapter 2, and then you have the PDF, which the PDF runs through quite a bit of information also that you don't need to read. So I give you a cutoff point for you to stop reading because I don't want to waste your time. Let's see. So those are all the things that you need to focus on. And the next thing that you want to watch is the video where I speak specifically about narrative itself and how to create a good narrative. And I will use this PowerPoint right here to help me do that.